The rod of Aaron had many magical powers, as we have documented. The most notable of these was its physical power. It was the medium used by Moses and Aaron to bring about the 10 plagues. The Egyptians recognized that Moses and Aaron were using a form of magic and countered with their own magic. When Aaron's rod transformed itself into a serpent, Pharaoh commanded his own magicians to imitate the miracle. Pharaoh's magicians also imitated the first 2 plagues. The Church does not deny that magic is not real, or that the power exerted by Pharaoh's magicians did not occur. On the contrary, the Church accepts the biblical account of the 10 plagues in all respects. Of course, the Church makes a point that God's power, which it defines as priesthood power, is simply superior to pagan magic. It is true that God's power overwhelmed that of Pharaoh, but that doesn't mean the power used by both sides wasn't real and wasn't magic. If the Lord's power exercised by Moses and Aaron was simply priesthood power as understood by the modern Church, then the use of the rod, which acted as a magician's wand, would be unnecessary. Apostle Joseph Fielding Smith, in his answers to gospel questions, accepted the reality of magic and its real power, including the magic of Pharaoh's sorcerers. Magic has the power in some cases to duplicate the miracles of God. Elder Smith pointed out that the power of Pharaoh's magicians came from the adversary, who exercises great power himself. The rod, as we have explained in earlier episodes, was modeled after the polar configuration, like these bishops' croziers. This formation was the basis of the tongue of angels and the sword of God's justice. Through the magical law of similarity, the rod received the same physical powers demonstrated by these heavenly counterparts. The rod was engraved with the name of God, Yahweh, and the first letters of each of the 10 plagues in Hebrew. The divine name, so Jewish lore tells us, caused the rod to radiate light. Magic words, including the names of a deity, are commonly used in magic to cast spells. Spells are used to invoke a magical effect, especially with the aid of a god. In the case of the rod, the name of God, Yahweh, inscribed on the shaft, invoked his assistance. The initials of the plagues invoked Yahweh's power to effect specific magical outcomes. The Grand Pentacle of Solomon is just one example of many talismans inscribed with the name of God and symbols or other characters which give the text its magical power. According to Jewish legend, God used 10 words or sayings to create the world. The name of God and the 10 letters of the alphabet gave the rod the power to initiate the plagues. These were the same 10 words God used to create the world. words can carry such great power to create and to destroy is a fundamental doctrine of the gospel of Jesus Christ. It was the Word, after all, which created the world. Moreover, it is through the incantation of the name of Jesus Christ that miracles are performed.